Please read with English accent. Hello, sister. I've recently misplaced my telephone and for the life of me I cannot find it. While I look for it, I thought perhaps I'd send an email, but then I thought, nay, I'll write a letter. Then I thought, nay, postcards are cheaper, and here we are. I've been meaning to ask you about the film you saw the other night. Might you tell me how it went? Michael.
My dear brother Michael, so sorry to hear about your telephone. I'm happy to share my thoughts on the film, but they are many, so I shall have to write rather small. The word that comes to mind is tense. The entire movie I felt rather uneasy, which I thought a truly chilling art form, to be able to make the audience so extremely tense and not let up, not get taken out of the experience by the stakes of it all, but actually take the tension from the movie and feel tense in my own life. It was freaky. I knew the origin of the intensity I was feeling came from the illusion in front of my face, yet I couldn't stop the bubbles beneath my skin. Of course, on top of all of this, I had to pee quite badly, which did not help. P.S. Even in my head I can hear how atrocious your accent is.
Sister, did I read correctly? You had to pee quite badly during the entire film?
Though I'm not sure why it's your concern, the answer is yes. I had to urinate. This was not a cheesy rom-com when one can get up and leave and know exactly what elements you missed when you get back. Oh, I must have missed the trying to move on, but there's a hole in my heart music montage. This is a suck-it-up Harriet movie all the way. I couldn't excuse myself.
But how bad was it, sister? Were you squirming? Were you steadying yourself with deep breaths?
Yes.
Were you mentally calculating how much time was left in the movie, like running time plus preview allotment minus approximate time lapsed equals bladder life?
Yes.
Alright, final test. Were you sitting on your heel?
Yes.
Harriet, I regret to inform you that it was not your beloved film director who caused you this stress. The tension was not derived from the movie you so pretentiously and nauseatingly went on about. It was piss, and piss alone.
No. It was honest, serious mental strain.
It was bladder strain.
I felt like I needed to take off running.
Well, sure. To the nearest ladies' room.
I had a mental image of taking refuge in a metal bunker.
Also known as a stall.
In 1830, a little girl coincidentally named Harriet was born. They nicknamed her Hal. When she was orphaned at age 11, she demanded to move in with her favorite uncle, James Buchanan, a Lancaster man. Her uncle James called her a lively tomboy and described her as mischievous, rambunctious, and irrepressible. She was prone to fits of giggling and would break out in spontaneous Native American war cries while sliding down the banister. When Buchanan became Secretary of State, Hal went along with him to D.C., where she refined her social graces. When Hal was in her early 20s, Buchanan was appointed minister to England, and they went to London together, where Harriet was popular with the royal family and the elite social scene. But when Uncle Buchanan returned to Lancaster for his presidential campaign, Hal followed.
I forgot to mention the other day that I finished my collection. I think I'm ready to show it to some galleries. Michael.
Wow, congratulations. I commend you. Personally, I can't finish a work of any kind without wanting to scrap it. I'd say most of my work is destroyed mere minutes after I complete them. If I don't absolutely love every element, I can't bring myself to put it out there. Bravo, Harriet.
You're right. I burned it. I really admire both your honesty and your advice. Love, Michael.
Buchanan ran his election campaign from Lancaster at an estate called Wheatland, even using the image of the big estate on his campaign materials to help Southerners relate to him. When he won, he was still a bachelor, and so Hal became one of the few women to move into the White House as First Lady without actually being the president's wife. She was 27. The American public loved their honorary First Lady. Hal was spunky and fun and loved art and music. She pushed for more artistic displays in the White House and was known for wearing high-fashion gowns and carrying bouquets of roses with her. She kept in touch with her friends in England. Rumors circulated after she received a visit from the Prince of Wales, where he reportedly showered her with gifts, took her away for a tour of Mount Vernon, and declared passionate love for her. Would the First Lady of the United States also become the Queen of England? Nah. She stayed with Buchanan, where her work with Native Americans earned her the nickname Great Mother of the Indians, and her husband's constituency called her the Democratic Queen. But as tension rose between the North and South, the American public's faith in their president began to plummet. Our country quickly approached the Civil War, and fingers pointed to Buchanan. The presidency ended on a sour note, while Americans eagerly ushered Lincoln into office. Buchanan returned to Wheatland, where he eventually died and left the house to Hal. She got married, had children, and used the estate as a summer home. Hey, Anmar. Busy?
Hey, no, it's okay.
How are you?
Burdened by projects as usual. And how are you, Harriet?
I think I'm depressed.
What troubles you?
I think I used my influence in a terrible way without meaning to. Somebody I know destroyed their entire body of work because I mentioned how I've done that before, and this person looks up to me, I guess. I didn't realize. But I never meant that he should do that. I feel heartbroken.
Haha, you feel guilty.
Yes, exactly.
You often forget your influence.
You think so?
Yeah, of course. You think nobody sees you, but you have natural aura of influence. You're watched. And with a close friend, even more.
I don't know. I don't mean for them to watch me.
That's why they do.
Well, I don't know what I should do. I can't eat or sleep. I feel so sad.
Why is it that you used to destroy your work?
Me? I don't know. I guess I just didn't like it, or maybe I was just scared.
Probably both, but why to destroy it? Why not just put it in the closet?
I guess I didn't want it to be part of me. I didn't want to admit that it was me who made that stuff. I wanted to only consist of good parts.
Well, that's noble, but it's not possible.
Yeah.
So maybe you tell him that.
Yeah, I guess I should. What is this piece about?
Well, it was going to be about politics, but now it's going to be about a whiny American girl who is depressed.
Me?
Why not?
Well, I'm honored. It's really beautiful so far.
You're too kind.
No, I'm not kind. Have you been listening? But you must have been painting since you were a little kid.
No, not at all.
How long have you been painting?
Only since I moved to Lancaster.
You didn't paint Macedonia.
No.
Why not? You didn't want to.
Well, all my life I wanted to do three things. To dance, to act, and to paint. In that order. And my father had only three things to say about it. No, no, and no.
Wow.
So I became a businesswoman And I was very successful, but I wanted out. And then a handsome American man came into my life and we moved in his hometown. And here I am, choosing my own portions now and choosing to do what chases me all my life.
Wow. I'm really glad you're here.
Thank you. You know, we live in a good city. And for a girl who is lucky to be so young and to be here and to have good family and friends, you should be less stupid. You should be happy.
I'll work on that.
Don't forget to call your friends.
Okay, let me know how my portrait turns out. Hey, Michael. You got your phone back, huh?